Hi children, good morning everyone. Welcome all to the maths class. Today we shall learn about pie chart. Have you ever seen the data represented in a circular form? No. Yes, we have seen many types of flywheels or rotating wheels in many game shows. Isn't it? Yes, it is a type of circle graph. Okay. Already we have learned different ways to represent data. Which are the different ways to present data? Yes, they are frequency distribution table, bar graph, double bar graph, histogram. Isn't it? Yes. The next one, the last one is a circle graph. Okay. Data can also presented in circular graph. A circle graph is also called a pie chart. Okay. A circle graph shows the relationship between a whole and its parts. Here the whole circle is divided into sectors. What are sectors? Have you heard about it? Yes. It is a part of circle like radius, diameter, arc, segment, chord, etc. It is a part of a circle. Sector is a part of a circle. Okay. You will learn in detail the parts of circle in your 9th standard. Okay. Now just discuss sectors. What are sectors? A sector is the region between an arc and the two radii joining the center to the endpoints of an arc. It is the region between an arc and the two radii joining the center to the endpoints of an arc. So this is a sector. It is the region between an arc and the two radii joining the center to the endpoints of an arc. Okay, so this region is called a sector. Okay, so in a circle graph, the whole circle is divided into sectors. The size of each sector is proportional to the activity or information it represents. The size of each sector is proportional to the activity or the information it represents. Okay, for drawing a circle graph, first we need to draw a circle. How will you draw a circle? Yes, we use our compass for drawing a circle. Okay, so drawing a circle graph, first we need to draw a circle with any convenient radius. Okay. Then, did you know the total angle or the central angle in a circle? Did you know that? Yes. This is the central angle. So, what is the total angle or the central angle in a circle? The total angle or the central angle at the center of a circle is 360 degree. Isn't it? The total angle in a circle 180 plus 180. So, the total angle is 360 degree. In a circle, the total angle is 360 degree. Okay. The central angle of the sector will be a fraction of 360. The central angle of each sectors will be a fraction of 360. So for drawing a pie chart, first we have to prepare a find the central angle of the sectors. First we have to make a table. Prepare a table using the given condition. Okay, let us illustrate this with an example. Look at the board. One data is given. Here, the favorite flavors of student, flavors of ice creams for students in a school is given in percentages. Favorite flavors of ice creams for students in a school is given in percentages. Okay, chocolate 50%, vanilla 25%, and other flavors 25%. So for drawing a pie chart, first we have to make a table, a 4-column table using the given information. Okay, let us make the table. So draw a 4-column table. Just draw a table with 4 columns. Okay. Now name each column. The first column and second column is the given data. Okay, first flavors. First column flavors. And second column percentage of students or children. Then the next column is the fraction of the given frequency. Here is the frequency comes. So the third column will be the fraction. So just name this as in fraction. Third column in fraction. Just change the given data in the form of a fractional number. Okay. Then the last column, fourth column, it is the central angle. Okay, central angle or fraction of 360. Either you can name it as central angle or fraction of 360. Just this fraction into 360. Fraction of 360. Of means into. So convert this third column into of 360. Okay. So first you have to draw a column, 4 column like this. Now write the data. Chocolate, it is given at 50%. Okay, now the next column, in fraction. That means we have to change this percentage into fractional form. For that, first we need to find the total frequency. Here, the total frequency of the given data is 50 plus 25 plus 25. Total is 100. Total frequency is 100. So we can easily change this fraction in percentage into fraction. Okay, so we can write this as 50% equal to 50 by 100. Okay, just to change it into fraction by taking the total of frequency. So 50 by 100. What is 50 by 100? Yes, it is 1 by 2. 50 by 100 equal to 1 by 2. Now the last column, central angle. What will be the central angle of this fraction? Here the fraction is 1 by 2. So I told you the central angle is a fraction of 360. So 1 by 2 of 360. Of 360 means into 360. So what is 1 by 2 into 360? 360 divided by 2, it is 180 degree. Okay, clear? Okay, first flavor is over. Then second one, vanilla. Second flavor, and in percentage is 25. So what will be the fraction? Yes, this percentage is in fractional form. It is 20 by 100. Total frequency 100. So what is 20 by 25 by 100? 1 by 4. Okay. Then the last column, central angle is fraction of 360. This fraction of 360. So 1 by 4 into 360. What is 1 by 4 into 360? Cancel with the 4, you will get 90 degree. Okay. Then the last one, other flavors. It is also is 25%. so we can easily change this into fraction. 25 by 100 equal to 1 by 4. Then the last column is 1 by 4 of 360. Again 90 degree. So in order to make a free pie chart or a circle graph, first we have to make a table like this, a 4-column table using the given data. Okay, to find the central angle of each sectors. Okay, then let us draw the pie chart. So this is the table. For drawing a circle graph, I already told you, first we need to draw a circle with our compass. Okay, just draw a circle with any convenient radius. You can draw a circle with any radius. Just draw a circle. Okay, just draw a circle with any radius. Use your compass. Okay, just draw a circle using your compass. Then mark its center as O. Okay, first step, draw a circle with any radius. Then mark its center. Then mark a radius. Just mark a radius. What is the radius? It is the line joining from the center to any point of the circle. So just draw a radius like this. This is the radius. So name it as OA. Center is OA. So name the radius as OA. You can name with any letter. Okay. Then now we are going to mark the central angles of each sectors. So in order to mark the angle, always mark the higher angle first. Okay. You have to mark the higher angle from the table. First you have to mark the bigger angle. So 180 is our largest angle. In this data 180. So your protractor for marking angles. Do you know how to mark the angles? Using your protractor? Yes. We want a baseline. Take a baseline and place the protractor on that line. Then mark the angle. So this is our baseline radius. So keep your protractor on the baseline. Center. This is center. Now mark the angle. First angle is central angle is of first sector is 180. Higher angle. Mark the higher angle first. So 180 is here. So we can start counting from the baseline onwards. Here is the 0 point. 0 to 180. So 180 comes here. Okay. Mark that point. Then join the line. So this is the first central angle of the sector. It is first angle 180 degree. Okay, first angle 180 degree. Then you can name this point as B. Okay. So this is our first angle. Now mark the second angle. Second higher angle. Okay, so for that taking that line as the baseline. Okay, this OB. Taking this OB as baseline, you can mark the next higher angle. So you can keep your protractor like this. This is our baseline. So keep it like this. This is the center and this is our baseline. So start counting from here. 0 to 90. The next higher angle is 90. So 90 comes here. Okay, here is the 90 point. Then join the line. You will get the next sector angle 90 degree. Okay, this is 90 degree. Second vanilla flavor sector angle, central angle is 90 degree. Okay, this way you can continue marking the angles. Okay, the one more angle is it is also 90 degree. Okay, so taking that line as the baseline. Here you can mark, aim it as OC. Now taking this OC as a baseline, you can mark the next angle. Already the last angle exists there. The last angle is there. No need to mark that angle. Already that angle exists there. So you can just measure that angle whether it is correct or not. So this is our baseline. So keep the center here and baseline here. Okay, then mark 0. This is our baseline. So we can start counting from here. So 0 to this is our 90 point. So the third angle already 90 degree. This way you can mark all the angles. Clear? Here we have only 3 angles. So it is over. 180 first sector angle, second 90 third angle. Okay. Now no need to mark these angles. You just write the flavors only. Okay. Just note down the flavors. Here this sector represents the flavor of chocolate, the highest sector. Then second one vanilla, and this is other flavors. Okay, this way you can mark a pie chart. Clear? Is it easy? Yes, it is very easy to draw a circle graph or a pie chart. For that, first we have to make a table. First, you have to prepare a table using the given condition. Okay, then you can easily draw a circle graph or a pie chart. Clear? Any doubts? Okay, we will discuss it in the next online class. Anyway, you have to draw this question in your notebook. Okay, use your compass and protractor. Okay, thank you.